Trex, hot news. Mirko said he has inside info that NA Super Team might not happen. Well, that'd be crazy. What does that mean? Like, are they not going to play together? Is there going to be multiple teams? Hopefully, there is multiple teams. Hopefully, like, Basic has his own team, Zia has his own team. It's like, maybe it's like Hoon and Shark on a team, and they're just all split up. Because that, and then Chicken is like somewhere around there. Because that would actually be kind of lit. Let's be honest. That would be kind of lit. That'd be kind of lit. How far do you think they go if they have that dog in them? We'll see, bro. We'll see, man. That would be like, that would be bad if they go to international. Bro, guys, guys, guys. We can't just make a super team every year, man. At this point, man, like, here's the thing, though. I don't really care if we have a bad year or two at internationals. As long as NA gets better. As long as NA gets better. As long as NA gets better, we could bomb again next internationals, man. We could bomb again. And I would be okay with it. As long as, like, because here's the thing. If RNACT just gets more competitive, we'll also, it's another way to get more viewers. Like we can't, I don't want to get into it all. I've already told you guys, we can't just put everything on Zane, right? We can't just put everything on Hoon. That can't be our only traction. And the only way we're going to get viewers is by other players getting popular, other teams getting popular, and the only way we're going to do that is if the playing field is more even. So I'm totally okay. Like, here's another thing, right? We can see through your glasses. Well, you can't see through my glasses. Sounds like justification for why NA should have super teams. All right, so the reason why I don't. All right, so me not wanting a super team, maybe it's me being biased. Maybe it's me being. Maybe it's not healthy. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Who knows? But personally, I would rather have a highly more competitive NACT than just do well at Worlds. I think the views that our NACT gets and the competitiveness that happens in it can be a little more important than us getting top 4, top 3 at Worlds. I'm using my account, Ken. I'm using my account. So maybe it's just me. Maybe I guess that's the real question, right? Like, do we think that the immediate feel better? Yes, you would get more views if we do better at M. Like, if you do better in an M series, you're going to get some more views. Like, that's going to bring in views for a country. But that is short term. I feel like that is not, and you're only going to get views when those players play, right? Like, for example, it's shown. Every time our views skyrocket, anytime Zane, Hoon, all those guys play, right? Whenever that super team plays, we get way more views. Whenever the other teams plays, our views go way down. Just like any MPL, when the popular teams aren't playing. But it is much worse in our case. It is much worse in our case. So, do you think it would be healthier for NA if some of those good players were a bit more split up? Were able to make other players good as well, and more players in the scene started to get clout, right? That's the thing, though. Zane in general don't really like do that. They don't like put people on. Like, never have they reached out to a small 10,000 or less YouTuber, like, any of the casters, any of the smaller players, people like Nami or even things like that, which is totally fair. Like, they can be focused on their own future. It's totally cool. But And yeah, Zane doesn't need to move. The whole Zane living with his mom, who cares? Like, he doesn't need to move. If I was making buco bucks, if I was YouTubing and making, 5 to 10 grand a month, then why not take care of your mom? Why not? But it's to the whole like them helping NA content creators grow. It's not really their job. It's not that they don't have to. They're allowed to be selfish in that sense and take care of themselves and make sure their YouTube channels flourish and stuff like that. They don't have like Zayn never didn't come into the scene thinking I'm gonna make NA a really strong region. He just wants to be the best, and that's how any pro player probably thinks. Like they should think about themselves. It's more like people like us, like casters, people that are more involved in the community that want to see NA grow, right? I do think that's kind of a difference though too between like PH, Indo, mainly like PH. I feel like Philippines, like they have their country in mind when they play. Like I feel like Philippines has the Philippine teams like Bren, Black like they want to win, but they also have their country in mind. Like they want to bring victory for their country. To whereas NA, like when our players go, I don't think they really care about the fans back home. And maybe it's because we don't. I don't know. Maybe it's because they think that NA doesn't give a shit about them. Who knows? It's because their views on their YouTube channel are 95% everywhere but NA. But still.